Smokes weed.
Smokes weed, watches Young Sheldon, and watches Japanese porn.
You look pretty good, man.
You're good. You're chilling.
Good. All
You look like you're chilling, dude.
Dude, I am chilling.
You look like you're smuggling some grapes, bro.
Yeah. Well, like you said,
Big
you
nuts.
sat on your balls as well. So
No, I sat on my dick, not my balls.
okay,
All right.
yeah.
Whoa, okay, dude.
I'm only sitting on balls.
No.
There's no dick that's gonna overlap.
I'm a big dick, small balls, man.
Yeah, I'm a grower, not a shower.
That's fair.
I feel like most people are. No.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I've been thinking about recently?
What's that?
It's been like I get like real sweaty when I'm gaming,
Yeah, of course.
and
That's how you know
I'll
you're
like go to
playing
the
good.
bathroom,
Yeah.
and like for the audience, I'm cut. But like when I take a pee, it definitely looks like I'm not cut.
Yeah, me too. I'm cut, but I feel like
don't
they should have
understand.
taken a little bit more off.
Yeah, like I'm like they only
don't
took a little off the top.
I
I need to go in for a touch-up.
No. Nah.
No. Like when you get in a pool, you're not like turtle heading sometimes.
Dude,
Like,
if I'm
I
gaming and I'm sweaty, it's full
maybe.
turtle head.
dude, one time I got out of a pool and Grace and me were like changing together, and she like just started cracking up because she was like, "Dude, your dick is like inside your body." Like it was fully like the turtle was in the show.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen to me. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, have you ever had that? Dude, when you take it out,
Yeah.
it feels really weird.
Have
But
you
kind of
ever,
cool. You feel like it's gonna be like,
It feels like you're pulling back the wrapper on like a lollipop.
dude? So I one time freaked my partner out by taking my nutsack
Yeah.
and pulling it all the way over everything and just creating like a flesh cradle.
You straight brained her.
Yeah, dude, like a big old fat like flesh cradle.
Bat-winged it.
Yeah, I've batwinged plenty of people.
Yeah, I got
That rocks.
I like the wristwatch where you put the dick across
The wristwatches, yeah. Have you seen my new watch? I looked like I stepped in gum.
Well, we probably should say this. This is the first time we've recorded like post the release of the podcast. The first two that we did,
Yeah.
we recorded before we ever put one out. I mean, obviously the first one we recorded before we ever put out. But thanks to everyone for checking it out. We've got some pretty great feedback.
Yeah, actually.
People are fucking with it.
Fucking with it. We haven't gotten canceled yet.
No.
Emphasis on the yet.
Yeah.
It's coming. I think this week. Let's make it this pod.
I feel like that's a trope.
Oh, wait, episode 4?
I guess this would be 4.
Yeah.
I mean, we
3.
gotta at least
The
get
time
to
we're
like
recording.
10.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
depends. But
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. All right,
Yeah.
all right, let's go moderately racist today.
Okay. Like a 7 out of 10.
Nah, that's a little too much. Trump just announced he's running again, so I don't think we can go that
So
far.
like a 5.5.
Yeah, no, that might be bad.
4.5.
That might be bad.
4.5.
You hit like a 6 on the first episode.
I did.
No racism. This is a non-racist podcast.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Not racist, not homophobic.
No, I feel
But
like
we definitely hate people that watch Young Sheldon.
that's also
That's
very true,
facts.
which is my dad.
Yeah. Which, you know how I said I like was laying in bed last night and like
Yeah.
had some bits? That was something I was thinking that I kind of wanted to bring up. I've
up?
never seen an episode of Young Sheldon before, but
Yeah.
I watched one the other night inadvertently. I was watching wrestling on my other monitor.
Yeah.
And then it went off, but I was gaming, so
Yeah.
Young Sheldon just started rocking.
Yeah.
And I was like, the people that watch this are fucking insane.
Yeah.
This is insane. Like Big Bang Theory was already bad
Yeah.
enough, but at least it's like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought Young Sheldon was too, but it's not.
I have to tell you something really funny about Young Sheldon that I realized about my parents' relationship, which is like, well, I used to go upstairs all the time, and my dad would watch TV in his room, like right in front of the TV. I'm saying,
I
like
remember that, yeah.
in an office chair in front of the TV.
That's awesome.
So now my cat sits in that spot and watches like Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
But my dad all the time would watch Young Sheldon, and he would like force my mom to watch. And I would go to lunch with my mom sometimes, and she'd be like, I don't understand why he likes it. And it was so, because you know my mom, she's like, I just don't like.
Yeah.
It's like he's young and he's smart
And he's Sheldon.
but she's like, he's kind of like silly, and that's her way of being like, he's kind of, you know. And it's a lot. And
I'm gay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and my dad would just try to coerce my mom to watch all of these like really weird sitcoms, and that was one of them. So one night I came up to my dad's room. This was like I was coming home from like a bar one night, and I stopped by my parents' house on the way home.
Yeah.
And I went upstairs to go see my dad, and I shit you not, he was just in his underwear eating ice cream with my cat in his lap, watching Young Sheldon.
Was it Obi?
Yeah, it was Obi. And
that's pretty sick. That sounds like a good night.
Yeah, that sounds kind of tight.
I know. My dad is like the big chill, but like it's so funny because now my cat has been recruited in place of my mom to watch TV. So now my parents have like nothing in common,
Right.
Not even sitcoms anymore.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting when I come talk. I'm like, what have you guys been doing? And my dad's like, I watch football, and my mom's like, I've been like hanging out with your grandma, and it's like, man, this
Dude, I can't wait to get to that age. That's awesome. Here's what we know about Max's dad from the pod so far. He loves ice cream. He had a giant mustache, played basketball,
Smokes weed,
watches Young Sheldon, and watches Japanese porn.
Yeah, which is so funny, dude. I can't believe. I think someone actually. Someone messaged me about the podcast about the fact that I talked about Japanese porn. And we're like, dude, I thought I was the only one, and I was like, no, it's a lot more than you think.
I think we brought a lot of awareness to like,
we
porn.
You know, Futa, Hitomi Tanaka.
Yeah.
I have no imagination.
Right. A lot of good things established so far. There was another thing that I was thinking, you know, this is kind of on the same like a note of the Young Sheldon thing. I saw this clip on TikTok of these dudes have a podcast. Theirs look pretty cool. Probably not as cool as ours, but definitely pretty cool. And they had a pretty good bit that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna steal that. So I'm gonna do that right now. They said that if you're over 30 and you do Joker cosplay, you should be put on the sex offender registry just as a precautionary measure.
Fair.
And I felt like that was pretty accurate. I feel like we should do the same with Disney adults. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not that all of them are, but it's definitely that some of them are sex offenders.
I know I used to work at a physical therapy clinic, and there's a woman that worked there that was straight up a Disney adult. She was extremely crude, and she wore muumuus every day. And she went to Disney 3 times a year.
Wow.
By herself.
Wow.
And dude, that's like $6,000 a pop.
She was like 54 years old. She was a physical therapist. She could afford it. She made like over $100,000 a year at least.
She went solo?
Could, like, do it. Yeah, solo.
That's crazy.
What'd she do? Like collect pins?
So she would
That's
go.
like kind of schizophrenic.
No. It was that kind of thing though. She would like collect like seasonal things. So she would go for all like the seasonal stuff. Yeah.
She's like, I go to Halloween Horror Nights. I gotta go to fucking Christmas.
Yeah. Like if you're walking around with the Mickey ears on, and you're by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. Oh my God. That is like the 9th level of hell.
Do you still work with her?
No. I don't work at a physical therapy clinic. I sell weed.
Wait, but how did you know her? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
I worked at a physical therapy clinic. I can't fucking talk. Yeah, I did. I worked at a physical therapy clinic when I was in high school. I worked at a physical therapy clinic.
Does she still work there, you
half
think?
Day. What?
Does she still work there, you think?
I have no idea.
Okay, can we go in? Is she single?
Probably.
Okay, I want to go to Disney. So.
I had to guess. Yeah,
I'm sub 30, so I'm not put on the list. So.
No, dude, no. Like,
you think she'll take me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Show her what's going on right now for us, and you got it going.
It is getting a little.
Got a front row seat.
The angle I'm sitting. See, I don't want to put my foot too in frame.
Veg.
That's more for the Patreon. You got to pay for that.
Got the meat and potatoes
socks
going on over here. Yeah,
dude, it's like a baby carrot into.
Dude, the thing I told you, my friend described his dick as a golf pencil today, and it made me laugh so fucking hard.
Like the tie, like the ones that you do the card.
Green one.
I like how specific. I like how you just instantly know what they're talking about when you say that.
Yeah.
What else? I'm trying to think. So yeah, steal the bit from that podcast. That was pretty good.
Always, yeah.
Oh, I got mind freaked.
Oh yeah.
Since we-
Okay, yeah, you went to Las Vegas.
Went to
since we
Vegas.
last did,
Yeah.
So let's catch up. What do you got?
Taco Bell Cantina is heaven.
Fuck
I was
yeah.
gonna roast Mike. I'm like, dude, you went to Las Vegas and you're just like rocking.
You just went with Taco
Bell.
Bell.
Dude,
Yeah,
Taco Bell every single
But
night.
to be fair, it was probably like late night.
Oh, yeah. It was after we had done
You're not like, I
cool
don't want to
shit.
get the New York strip. I actually want to get the Crunchwrap Supreme. So we're going there for dinner.
Yeah, we did go to like a really fancy steakhouse. That was kind of tight. It's called the Strip House.
Damn, that's not what I would think it would be. Did you and your dad
what'd you
go to
get?
the other strip house afterwards?
Nah, that would have been sick.
Yeah.
That would have been dope. Yeah, Taco Bell Cantina rocks. Can't talk about it enough. It's the greatest establishment on earth.
Fuck yeah.
I hate Taco Bell. You guys might.
You hate Taco Bell?
I hate Taco Bell. How many times have you seen me eat Taco Bell?
Never, but like I didn't know you hated Taco Bell. Like,
Yeah, I
that's
think
a
it's
really
bad.
weird stance.
I think it's like kind of like eating dog food.
Yeah, it's like the greatest. It's like Purina One.
Buddy.
True.
Oh my god.
I thought about it the other day because like I need to like break it up. I was like,
Yeah.
I could rock a fucking Crunchwrap and a Doritos Locos.
Yeah, man. Honestly, the breakfast is something to go there for.
You guys have Wendy's breakfast?
No.
I want to have it. Chick-fil-A breakfast. The way I said that. I want to have it.
I want to have
The nearest Wendy's to me though is the one on York Road, and it's terrible.
Dude, Wendy's just put out a peppermint frosty. I really
saw
want
that.
to try it.
They also put out a mozzarella like chicken parm sandwich, and it looked disgusting.
It does, yeah.
All right, what were we saying like about Vegas? Sorry.
We're so fucking fat. We're just like, fast food, dude.
We're doing a fast food episode.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah. I got mind freaked. That was kind of tight. He's like the most self-aware, unself-aware human being I've ever seen in my
I
life.
appreciate that he has some level of self-awareness.
Yeah, he did this one part where he like brings girls up on stage, and it was like a 35-minute stand-up bit. Like he was just doing
I
like
wouldn't have expected that.
he's like doing magic, but it's like sleight of hand stuff and like illusion stuff, so you can't really tell when he's doing it, and he's just like making fun of these girls on stage.
He's like, let me do this close-up magic for this crowd of 1,000 people. Like, that's perfect.
But other like
He probably like
it
grooms
was
all of
sick.
them.
It was super
Did
sick.
he levitate?
Yes, he levitated
That's
hard.
pretty sick, man. That's pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
He did the thing where he like walks up this ladder
Yeah.
with like nothing attached to him, and then walks down the other side of it. It was pretty tight.
You should do a late
Yeah, that's
night
not that
show.
impressive. You just walked up a ladder.
It sounds not impressive. Okay, I'll give you. I'll
Like,
give
I
you
think
that.
I could do that.
It is extremely impressive.
I'm like,
though.
dude, Edge, Christian, the Dudleys, and the Hardys did that at WrestleMania 17.
No, he was like fully standing on the side of the ladder like this,
Oh, side of the ladder.
and then walking down it.
All right, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah. He also did like a Matrix fight scene. That was kind of tight. He was like fighting these guys in masks, and he did like the.
Who do you think would win, David Blaine or Chris Angel, if they had to like duel?
I think Chris Angel's got the power of the spirits on his side, so I think Chris Angel wins.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I
no
think
fucking
David
way.
Blaine wins.
David Blaine fucks that man up. Have you seen the fortitude of David Blaine? His whole thing is just being so manly.
Didn't
that
Chris
he just,
Angel like
fucks your life up.
stop his heart though, and then
Yes.
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Chris Angel technically did kill himself and then come back to life.
Dude, he should.
Can Chris Angel? You know how Chris Angel? Can he levitate just his dick? Just like.
I think that's called a boner. It's kind of true.
Not true.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, does he like, like in Jackass where they tie strings to their dicks and like they kind of like that, but he just like does it like ooh. It's like ooh.
Speaking of Jackass, we watched the newest Jackass movie a few months ago. Were you there?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
there.
you were there. Were you there? Yeah.
Yeah,
with,
there's so
with
much-
Grace's friend that had no idea about Jackass or skateboard culture or anything, and
Just so many cocks.
and she I think was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Barrage of cock.
So much. That's what I'm saying. They couldn't do as many stunts, so they just had to go full dick and balls, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I always appreciate full frontal dick and balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It just made me think of, I was watching White Lotus, this HBO show, and it's really good. And there's this scene where I was watching it with Chelsea, and we're sitting there, and there's this scene where this dude just changes in front of Aubrey Plaza. It's really uncomfortable, and like it was uncomfortable kind of for both of us because we were both like, yikes. And then he lifted up his leg, and this man had like a fucking 12-inch hog on him, and I just went, look at that fucking hog. And she was like, just looked over at me slowly.
Was it like the Kane See No Evil hog?
Dude, it was crazy. It looked like it could have like dragged across his knee.
Yeah, that rocks.
Yeah, Kane's had a huge dick.
Does he really?
And well, in See No Evil.
In See No Evil, Vince was
Vince
like,
McMahon was like, he needs to have a 3-foot cock. Like that was like a motive.
He's like, yeah, he needs that 3-foot cock.
That was pretty good. That's actually a really good Vince McMahon. I was really surprised by that.
Give me like a "you're fired."
No, that one's fine. Yo.
It's about drive. It's about power.
I remember my one bit. Can I do that real quick?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So I've been
just announcing every bit. You're like, hey, into another bit.
yeah, it's like a meta
That
bit.
makes it better.
It's like a meta bit. No, it's more of like a
just
talking
clipped
point.
the mic.
So I been watching a lot of Family Guy recently.
Yeah.
I feel like it's back in the zeitgeist, right?
It kind of is, yeah.
On TikTok, you can basically watch full Family Guy episodes while some dude plays like some really autistic game below.
Yeah.
You guys ever notice? I might get a little slack for this, but I mean well. You guys ever notice how like in the first couple of seasons, Stewie was like an evil genius? And now he's just kind of gay.
yeah, they made him from evil genius to gay.
He's just kind of gay. Like
I'm gay.
he he wants to have sex with a teddy bear.
Yeah.
He wants to have sex with Lois.
Yeah.
I watched a video or a clip the other day where Brian eats his ass.
Yeah.
That was a thing. He like it's like, oh, you gotta clean me from my diaper, and Brian's just like, and they like animate it, and he's just like, oh, thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Yo, they did my man Brian dirty on that one.
Dude, I'm so deep into Family Guy, I'm like already past Brian dying and coming back.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, another thing I was gonna say, I just recently, I can't remember if we talked about. I don't think we've done a pod since this. I just got nasal reconstructive surgery.
We haven't done a pod since then. No.
So I had a lot of downtime for a week. I had to basically like do nothing. So I just laid on my couch and watched Family Guy while like struggling to breathe. And so that was that. Hold on, I have a picture that I was going to show Mike.
I didn't want to. He was talked about this with me, and I didn't want to see it, and I still haven't seen
I'll
it.
put. Hold on. Well, first of all, I'll do this.
You can put it up on the screen.
I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna do the video of me getting my nose packing removed.
Okay.
So everyone can watch that now. That shit was crazy. It was. I can get more into the experience, but basically, I haven't been able to blow my nose, and I'm like 2 weeks out, and I just did today, and this is what came out. So
As soon as he hits a burp, he's like, no.
I timed that perfectly.
We made it through.
But 10 out of 10 experience. Yeah. Actually, I was awake for the whole thing, and it was terrible.
Can you breathe now?
Yeah, I can breathe a lot better now.
Dude,
Must be nice.
being awake for surgery sucks. I one time got tubes put in my ear while I was awake.
Cool.
It's weird because you can hear everything that's happening.
Yeah.
You're very aware of everything that's happening.
That's what they told me. They were like, "Do you want some headphones while we do this?" And I was like, "No, why?" And they were like, "Oh, you're gonna hear like bones cracking."
Yeah. No.
And I was like, "What?" And I'm gonna be awake.
Oh, yo.
they're like, do you want to listen to Iowa by Slipknot?
I pushed my fingers into my ear.
So I did the opposite. I was like, okay, Grace had some, and I put them in, and I was like really anxious. So I was gonna listen to a podcast, but then I didn't because I thought that they would hear me listening to it and be like, this guy's insane.
What if you laughed during the thing?
So instead, I just Google or like Spotify like ambient meditation music because I just wanted to like close my eyes through it. But at a point, it got so intense, and this music was like in my ears. I was like, holy shit, I'm dying. I was like, I'm literally going to die.
That's so funny.
This is how I enter the gates of heaven, while this like angelic thing is playing in the background.
That's
you need an ashtray?
No, I got a can right
Oh,
here.
okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought this out. I was gonna finish a drink and then I was gonna smoke a joint and like
That's pretty epic.
Yeah, I really thought about it.
That's some real inside baseball.
It is, yeah.
How do you guys feel about people that use the word epic?
I think it needs a comeback. I think epic needs a comeback.
I think a couple years ago I would say it was cringy, but now I'm ready for the comeback.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know. I feel like that hasn't been a word that's been used for like 7 years.
Yeah, I feel like back in like 2011 and shit, people were constantly like, yo, that's freaking epic.
Like I remember a new Crash Bandicoot came out when I was like when this was epic was like a thing.
Was it like Crash 4?
It was like a GameCube one.
You guys remember when it was like, oh, I just lost the game? You guys remember that?
Yeah.
That was so cringe. I never fucked with that.
Dude.
That's like, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
What? What are you gonna say?
I'm thinking back to my. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't think anyone's watching at this point. I was gonna say people. People that people that used to be like, I lost the game, now on TikTok in their bio or like have like it says like neurodivergent.
And it says like what type of personality they have.
They're like ENFP, neurodivergent,
on NSAIDs.
I don't know what that is. Holy shit, what's that?
NSAIDs?
What's NSAIDs?
This is drugs.
But for what?
Like,
Isn't it like
Tism?
yeah.
Like,
No. It's for like anxiety and stuff.
Oh, I probably need a couple of those.
Yeah.
Wait, I might be on NSAIDs.
Maybe.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just on like seizure medication that isn't for seizures.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm on ringworm medication and steroids.
I take nasal, like the spray, little Flonase.
Yeah.
I do Tren.
You do Tren?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Nobody in this room is natty at all.
No natty.
No.
The amount of substances that are just coursing through our veins.
I've done so many steroids that I now have like mostly collapsed veins. So now I'm just injecting it directly into my nutsack.
Oh, that would be sick. You have so much like just fat around your heart from just like HGH that it's a ticking
Like every time you inject into your nutsack, it's like it just flexes.
Yeah, I had a flex with my dick and my arm.
What if it, you know how they say steroids like shrinks your dick, but what if it like canceled out because that's like the location, you know?
That'd be interesting.
That'd be sick.
I feel like I smoke so much weed. Like I feel like if I did have cancer, I would never even like know it's happening.
I'm like convinced that I do.
That's how that works.
I got like a MRI before the before the nasal surgery. They wanted me to get one just to be sure, and I was like, dude, I can't wait until they're like, why don't you take a seat? But they didn't. They're like, oh, everything looks great, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I could have swore something that would have explained too much.
Maybe.
Dude. Hit me with an I'm gay sample.
Okay, yeah, let me break up the monotony.
I'm gay.
Oh god, I love it.
I've been talking to people a lot about like the woods. I know this is weird, but like
backwoods?
stay with me. Yeah. So like no, not backwoods. But no, like actually the woods, like just doing stuff in the woods and how like it's kind of weird because every time I like go into the woods now, I feel like I'm gonna get murdered. But when I was younger, I didn't really think about it at all.
Yeah.
So like I've been watching like so many murder mysteries and stuff have become so popular like just across the board that every time I step into the woods, every time I see a random stranger, instead of saying hi, I like ball my fist up for a second and like look for my key because it's sort of knife shaped.
Sure.
Where are you at in the woods? Where
Yeah, what
there's
woods
just
are
like
you rocking?
I'm just out in the
bros
woods.
hanging out.
You in
Yeah,
fucking like
woods.
Leakin Park or something like that? Like
What? Leakin Park? No, I'm just out in the woods.
I'm in Lincoln Park, bro.
Lincoln Park, dude.
fuck Leakin Park. You guys know Leakin Park?
Leakin Park?
Yeah, it's like Western Baltimore City.
No.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yep.
No, bro.
Yep.
They just drop bodies.
Yep.
Oh, really?
It's like the second. This is actually a cool stat. That one not so much. It's the second largest urban forest in the country.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What does urban forest mean?
Remember I
I
watched
think
a
it's
video.
like technically within a city limit.
Okay.
So I guess I would think like maybe Central Park might be number one if I had to guess.
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah.
I remember watching a video on YouTube, and it was a guy, and he like was driving through like the roads,
Yeah.
and he finds like a dog in a bag.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah. But supposedly that's like where a lot of people would drop bodies in the city.
I feel like if somebody was annoying, they would have been like dog in a bag. Good band name.
There's definitely a death metal band right now.
With a song called "Dog in a Bag."
Yeah. And it might be Hammerfuck.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, our made up band that hasn't existed. I just astral myself.
Dude, Hammerfuck's the intro, dude. First
that's
ever
our first
Hammerfuck song.
First recorded.
Yeah.
We've actually written 3 full lengths, but
3 full lengths, yeah.
well, I practiced when we would be Hammerfuck mode.
Yeah, Hammerfuck mode was like 3/4 of the practice.
So I was gonna say like a Power Violence album would only be like a 5-minute practice. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean,
cool.
we literally would play the songs once, maybe twice, and then just do Power Violence songs for the rest of the time.
You guys remember the era when we would just write like incredible, beautiful post-rock intros that lasted like 12 minutes?
Yeah.
And then forget all of it. And then be like, all right, let's play our shitty songs instead. It'd be something well crafted. And I'd be like, why did none of us, like, artards, grab a phone and start voice memos going?
It's so true.
Dude, fucking so many times me and Kyle look at each other like, that was sick. Mike, do you remember any of that?
Nope.
Not really.
I'd be like, Brendan, do you remember anything? He's like, nope. And I was like, all right, cool.
I do that at practice now. I'll be like just playing guitar while everybody's chilling, and one of the people in my band will be like, "That, like,
Yeah.
do you remember what you just played?" And I literally will look back and be like, "No,"
No.
like immediately after I'm
See,
done playing it.
Dude,
I'm insane and like could play a Mother Moon set like right now. I think the muscle memory would just kick.
I don't think I could.
I don't think
I'm that good at guitar anymore.
depends how many like what songs we're playing. I could play like Poison Seeds.
I could play Poison Seeds with one arm.
I could play Deaf Our Ears.
Yeah.
That's about it actually.
Yeah, I can play like those songs.
What?
I don't think I could play any of the latter stuff. I don't even think I'm good enough at guitar to play
Yeah,
those
me
songs
neither.
anymore.
I'm definitely not. I mean, I was never really good, but I just like adjusted. What's so funny?
I don't know. I'm fucking losing it.
Dude, this guy's got like 5 substances in his body right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's a Tuesday. Let's go. Is it Tuesday?
Wednesday.
No,
It's Wednesday.
See?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's
Let's go.
Wednesday, my dudes.
It's hump day.
Dude, I should be watching AEW Dynamite right now. I'm just kidding. Wrestling kind of sucks right now.
Wrestling's kind of rough. It's very like there's a lot of people just getting canceled. Like that's a,
Especially AEW.
yeah, it's real rough.
AEW is in a big slump right now.
Yeah, it sucks ass. Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Time for me to take a break for like
Yeah,
6
straight
months.
up.
Yeah.
I'm a Logan Paul stan, bro. Bro can wrestle.
That's like,
He can wrestle.
he actually
He can wrestle.
Did you guys see
His
and there's-
punches look like ass.
this line that's about to be uttered has been uttered already on like 5,000 other dudes' podcasts, but let's make it 5,001. Did you guys see the face-off between the Top G and Jake Paul
Yes.
for a boxing match?
Yeah,
That's gonna be the fight of the ages.
I'm going Andrew Tate with the W on that one. Personally.
Yeah. I mean, I pick the opposer on Jake Paul like
Always,
every time, and he always wins.
I'm starting to think he's WWEing his shit.
Bro,
How do
Like
you-
he
how do you
only
knock out
watches
Anderson Silva?
he only like fights washed fighters though.
I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything.
Yeah. You think he's paying dudes to take dives?
I think this guy might be setting these fights up.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of makes the Anderson Silva one makes sense because he was like, if I win, then you have to go in on like starting a foundation to like help fighters get paid more and shit like that.
That's true.
And I was like, yeah, this is already set up.
Yeah.
Mike, give me your best Joel Romero.
Oh God.
The soldier of
Soldier of God.
Oh, I love you, Joe. That's pretty. He's great. I love it.
All right. Well, yeah, that's the
4.5.
Yeah, that's the.
I had to clip the mic as much as I possibly could with that. So
Yeah, let's address that. We're not in our normal recording. We're in my office recording area. We might rock some pods from here.
the Jack.
I like
station.
this.
Yeah,
I
actually,
this
I like
chill.
this setup. Yeah, this is on the show.
Downstairs is cool with just like, I don't know. It's like such a narrow area.
Yeah, I think this is just more of the vibe anyway, just in general, just like chilling. I think it looks cool. Like we're just hanging out. I look a little chunky, but it's all good.
It's all good. We'll alternate.
Yeah,
Bro,
the downstairs one's like when we watch fucked up videos and everybody has to watch it with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We've already planned out like 8 other podcasts. It's pretty wild. We have like a million ideas. We just wanted to do like a chill podcast for this one and just kind of like
Yeah, a little talk.
a little talk cast.
I mean, like we're pretty much the best podcast in the world, so it doesn't matter.
I pretty much am sitting on my balls at this point.
That's concerning.
Am I still in the? You guys can see. Am I
Yeah.
good? Okay.
Yeah, you look great.
I had to check the time. Make sure we're not going to.
It's only been 10 minutes, hasn't it?
No, let's just keep going. We'll run.
No, we're good. We're only 30 in.
Dude, we'll just keep running.
Oh my god, we're only 30 in.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh my god, dude, I could do another.
I feel like I've been talking for ages.
Dude, I got another 4 hours in me. Let's fucking roll. I got 3 more drinks. Let's go.
Dude, this man's getting behind the wheel.
Okay, I got 2 more drinks. I'm just kidding. I forgot how many. I didn't even count. Let's go. There's ciders. Come on.
I'm trying to think what else has been going
It's
on.
not fine.
Brendan bought a PS5 for our house. That's been pretty sick.
That's sick.
He already looked up xnxx.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the web browser tonight and see what's on there.
Dude, on
go-
the big screen, yo.
Dude, go to the web browser, put on Meatspin, don't tell him,
Just tab out.
and just tab out, and then one day he will go to it just seeing what it looks like.
We did that one day. We watched like some UFC fight on my PS4, and I just like hovered on web browser and it was just like trying to recall. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is gonna go one way or the other.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah, it went the good way, which was the Azure was open.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've used a web browser on your PS4.
I want to meet
jack off?
I want to talk to a person who like their
really
only way of web browser is through their like Xbox and or PlayStation.
Bro, you're like 12 if that's
Yeah,
true.
and got like. To be clear,
I don't think so. I think there's a dude who just like
that's exclusively a
Mike's like,
Xbox
that
Series
dude
1 jacker.
is
yeah,
me.
dude. There's got to be a dude who's like his room strictly consists of mattress on the floor, TV, Xbox, and that's it.
He lives in Kyle's basement.
Yeah, he lives in it. I think you know what I think is like super autistic? People that plug a keyboard and mouse into like an Xbox Series X and try and act like it's a computer.
Dude, this
how do you guys feel
thing's
about
my
that?
PC. This thing's my PC. I don't need a PC. This
I'm like,
thing's
dude,
my
just
PC.
buy a computer.
Dude, just like
Dude,
get
just have money.
Yeah, dude, just have
Dude,
money.
stop being broke, okay? Guess what, America?
Yeah, you guys need
Stop,
to
make money.
You need to just pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
Guess what, America?
Dude, people just don't want to work anymore.
You know, this is the problem with America, right? No.
Oh no, we got him started.
This is the problem. Nobody
Nobody wants to work.
Nobody wants to work. Nobody
Dude.
wants to work.
How do you all
love
feel
that
about Trump running for round 2?
I'm not stoked. I mean, obviously, I'm not stoked.
I'm terrified for real.
But the debates,
will be
are
fun.
going to be legendary.
Dude,
I don't
neither
want
of you
Trump
are
to
actually
win.
going to watch one of the debates. You're going to watch clips of the debates.
Well, yeah, of course. No, I watched the actual debates.
Have you?
I have.
Okay.
I did.
That's fair.
I
Not
think
all.
the past two
I'm not watching like a governor all.
Would you?
one.
Okay,
Like,
no. What we
like
should
40?
do for the debates.
Yeah. Oh, watch one.
This is no. This is how we get Mr. Tony on the podcast. We get watch the debates at Mike's parents' house. We invite all of our family over, and we just mix it up.
We should do this. We should invite like one super right wing person that we know, and like a Jimmy.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Dude,
getting bleeped.
I'm getting a text.
That's getting bleeped.
I'm getting a text because of that now. Great.
Yeah, you are. He's gonna be super hurt.
Dude, I can't believe you.
Yeah, actually bleep that. He'll get sad.
No, I'm leaving it then.
Okay, leave it then. Whatever.
He doesn't watch the shit.
No, yeah, that's a good point. He'll hear about it though, and then I'll get a text and he's like, "Dude, I know I'm not. I'm right down the middle," and I'm like, "I know, it's fine."
No, he's the type of dude that's like,
You're fine.
Ready? He's
Just
like
fucking
I'm
with you.
socially liberal and financially conservative.
I love that. I love it. It's like I'm capitalist, but like I think people can get abortions, and it's like that's cool. I guess.
Yeah,
That's a middle ground I can be okay with. I guess.
that's kind of how Grace's dad is. He's like, I don't care what people do. Like, would never oppose any kind of legislation on abortion, gay marriage, things like that. But is also like a dude that literally today shared a meme that was like a kid drinking a beer from like the 60s and was like, back before everyone became a bunch of wussies.
Jesus Christ.
I was just like, what?
You see the like child labor memes?
Oh my God. Stop.
It's just the pictures of like kids and child labor thing.
That's sick.
Dude, that's crazy.
And there's one of like this kid and he's like covered in like soot and stuff. And he's got like an old like bowler hat on and he's just smoking a cigar. And he's like
That kid's
10.
Back in my day, kids had jobs. Dude, what are you trying to say?
That kid was drinking a beer, had a job in a full time, and I thought it was cool because I smoked weed at 13 out of a Coke can.
Dude,
That's facts.
We actually, sorry, not to interrupt
No,
you,
you're
but
good.
this is an idea you had. Let's do this. Well, we can do this one day with a guest. Maybe this could be like a recurring thing. You were talking about statute of limitation stories.
Yeah.
But I think like not a little bit in the same way, but totally not. What was the first time you smoked weed?
First time I smoked weed? Oh, I got it. Okay, that's easy. So the first time I smoked weed, I got a burp. Oh, that was good. Sorry, I had like some really gnarly Mexican food before I started this podcast, so it's a little rough. But
It's Brendan's mic cover. He can deal with it.
yeah, it is what it is. Ooh.
Oh God.
That's so mean, dude.
I also was deep throating mine before we hit. Yeah.
No, so the first time I smoked weed was on a dirty mattress in an unfinished basement. No cover on it.
Sounds
just a
about right.
stained mattress.
Very on brand.
thin. Very thin. Like not even 12 inches maybe. Where I was smoking, just for perspective, was there was a tapestry next to me. It was a generic sort of rainbow tapestry.
God, this sounds like the shittiest
it's so
situation
good.
of all time.
It was in a basement, so there's a sliding glass door in front of me.
Yeah.
And you could see directly at it. It was midday. It was like kind of the morning. It was like 11 o'clock. It was right into the yard.
First time smoking weed at 11 a.m.
It was pretty
You got your
early.
whole day ahead of you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it was out of a tinny, of course. And it was what they had called red tips, which was like, you called a lot of things a lot of different things. It was like
Headies,
mids, kind, whatever. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, let me get a little bit of KB.
Yeah, KB. Yeah, we called it all sorts of things. It was just like miscellaneous swag bullshit.
Dude, let's bring Headies back.
Half of it was like CBD, probably. Half of it was probably spice. It was all sorts of things. But yeah, and I smoked it straight out of a tinny, and I got a really weird headache.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is cool, because I was trying to like impress my girlfriend.
Did you get high then?
No, I mean, kinda.
How old were you?
13, 14, 13, something like that. Yeah.
Mine was at Mike's parents' house when I was 13 or 14, I think.
Yeah.
And tinny, of course. Smoked it. It was so actually Mike's dad, I think, was like out of town for like a band thing. We like planned this. This was like a fucking like mission, you know. This was like
It always was.
you know. This was like an ordeal.
Anything
like
you
weeks
did-
of prepping.
Well, the thing is, anything you did in middle school was like you had to prep for, because you didn't have transportation. So whatever you were going to do had to involve walking. But it also had to involve your friends walking with you. So you had to coordinate a place to meet.
This is in high school, though.
We were in 9th grade, so I was 14.
Yeah.
But you still can
Yeah,
drive. It's the same
No,
fucking
so
thing.
I basically told like my parents I was like, going over to Mike's house.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew that like Mike's parents were home, but like, you know, we were good kids, so they trusted us.
Dude, this is making me look so bad.
What do you mean?
It's fine. You turned out all right.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Your
We're like-
parents knew that
we're
we
like in
were
our
coming over.
mid-20s
They just
and
didn't know
Mike's
that
like,
we
"Oh."
were getting high. Your mom literally made like food for us to heat up.
Dude, we have buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
That's so sick, dude. That that shit. Nothing against your mother. One time I ate that shit and it gave me the worst rhea of my entire life. But it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
I was like allergic as fuck to something in it. But yeah, it's still fair.
It was me, Mike, and then a third cave dog, and yeah, smoked out with Tinny. Didn't do anything, and then later that night, 2 people came with a bowl.
Okay.
And like more weed.
Yeah.
And it was, headies or whatever, and smoked that. Didn't feel anything at first.
Yeah.
The garage fridge that Mike's parents have. Walked in there and like went to grab a water, and like as I opened the door, it was like, like
that's amazing.
Shit hit me, and I was like, yeah, and I was straight yoinked. And then ready for how like on brand this is, we sat in Mike's front room used to be kind of popping, like that's where we would hang out, and there was like a stereo system there, and our one friend Jimmy was like, yo, turn on No Quarter by Led Zeppelin.
That's funny as fuck.
And just fucking vibed out. I remember I went pee and like looked in the mirror and had like a make or break moment where I was like, I might freak out, but that would come 10 years later. And and no, wrote it out. It was sick. Fucking then just like went to bed. Our Jimmy though, he didn't get high. He was the only one that didn't get high. And actually like the first 4 times he smoked, he didn't get high.
Yeah.
And on the 5th one, he was like, if I don't get high, I'm never smoking weed again.
Jesus.
And he did.
Dude, he got mega high.
And his life's been ruined ever since. Yeah. He's never been on time for anything since.
No, not at all. Dude, remember when we used to go down to the beach and play music, and at one point we started smoking weed again?
Yeah.
And I don't think you guys had smoked weed at all in like forever, and I had started smoking weed, or we did or something. I can't remember the whole thing.
I hadn't smoked weed because we were probably like, that was like 22.
I feel like we all started smoking weed again at the same time. Or like
I smoked weed from like 14 to 16. And I stopped smoking weed. Like I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Straight edge. And then at 22, we all kind of like, I think you had started smoking, and Brendan was never
It was
like,
me and Brian, I think.
Yeah, and then Brendan was kind of like, I would smoke, but I don't like smoke. And I think Mike was coming out of like a non-smoking era as well, and I was like, I'd check it out.
Yeah.
I was pretty much the same way you were, where it was like early high school I smoked weed and then didn't for a long time, like straight edge, and then like I started like drinking beers, and then and then it just like raveled.
Dude,
like,
I'll never forget. This shit was crazy. When we were like 16 or 17, we were at like Jimmy's house, and his parents were just like,
I was 17.
Drink as much alcohol as you want. And Mike was like straight edge at this point, but was like not wanting to be straight edge anymore, and just was like, fuck it. And it was so sick.
I just cracked a Bud Light and chugged the entire thing in one go.
Proud of you.
It was sick. Yeah. It was like, we were all like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Because it just seemed very spontaneous.
And then like 4 Bud Lights later, I was like, I'm so drunk.
I'm so drunk.
And then he threw up.
So drunk.
No, I can't remember.
Dude, Mike's out there just like, yeah.
Mike did have an era of throw up drinking, but I feel like you haven't thrown up from drinking in like a decade.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have seen me thrown up a few times. I feel like I've thrown up.
I don't think I have.
Times, really? That's wild.
No, you just fall asleep.
My throw up era was when we would like, it was like the easiest way to get alcohol, so we would just get 40s.
Yeah,
every single
40s
time.
or just like 30.
Yeah.
I think it's more just like the volume.
I was really dumb, and I was like, yo, I just drink straight vodka. So I like spent like,
dude, that
I swear to God,
sucks.
I swear to God, no, I know it does. I spent like years just drinking straight up bottles of vodka.
Shit, rubbing alcohol.
Dude, it was so stupid. I was like, I just drink straight up Russian Standard and like mixers.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, I'm not lying.
Ew,
like,
yeah.
I was
generate
dude,
shit.
I was so pretentious. I was like, dude, I just like drink like high quality vodka. I'm like, there's no such fucking thing.
I've only been drunk once in my life, and Mike was there. Well, you were there. Actually, I think. I can't remember if you were there.
I don't know.
You had left, but Mike was there and fucking rode through it with me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I like had never drank before. This was like 2018, so like I was probably like, what, 24.
I remember you did have like a period of time where you drank a little bit.
Yeah, but I would never get like feel anything. I would drink like a beer or something.
Yeah.
But this one night I was like, I want to get drunk just to see what it's like, and I did. And we went out to Fells, and then I was like, I kind of want to do this at home, like if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I just was like, what should I buy for like a new drinker?
Yeah.
And Mike was like, buy strawberritas. So I bought 2 tall boy strawberritas. And I was like, got home. I was like, this isn't working. And Grace was like, you should take a shot.
Advice.
And I was just like, okay.
This is before seltzers. If seltzers were a thing, I would have been like, just drink.
By the way, this is all the worst advice you could give someone for drinking. Hey, you've never drank before. You should drink binge drink the most sugary thing possible. But before that,
no, it gets worse. No. It gets worse.
But before that, take a couple shots.
I took shots when I got home of Malibu.
Okay.
Oh my
so
god.
Malibu.
And I took one, and like not knowing how alcohol works, I was like, I don't feel anything.
Okay.
And they were like, all right. So I just took like 4. And then
the spicy milk.
And then I took 2 dabs on top of it. And I just was like fired up, and me and Mike were the only ones awake. And I was like, dude, we should go upstairs and you should watch me play RuneScape. And Mike was like, I'm down. And Mike, you said as soon as I stood up, it was over. Yeah. I got upstairs. This is when I lived on the 3rd floor of that house in Fells. Face planted onto like Grace had made like a bed for me and Mike to sleep on the side.
Yeah.
And Grace knew as soon as I hit the floor, her and Mike were on the same wavelength where they were like, oh, he's puking.
Yeah.
And within 5 minutes, I threw up everywhere.
Yeah. That
was sick.
I feel like I was there that night, but I left before anything happened.
You went home.
Yeah. I missed the Fells house. The Fells house was funny.
I always say the Fells house is like, I didn't have like a college experience, like go away to college.
Yeah, that was the
Fells house was there was a lot of fun.
That was like the closest I got to that.
I missed that couch. That couch was fucking cavernous.
The one that you sunk into?
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Dude, the amount of blunts that I smoked on that couch.
So crazy.
Dude, the amount
triple digits.
The amount of dabs that happened on that couch is...
Dude. I'm talking like probably I've smoked 300 once on that couch.
Dude, that house was honestly like hanging out there was sick. Like,
yeah.
Dude, you know what was even sicker? The people I lived with.
Dude, the random bros that would come in and just be like, yo.
Dude, the one guy that my one random roommate dated that like I was convinced he was going to put kiwi in a microwave.
Yeah. Didn't he talk about killing animals? Like,
he talked about killing animals. Yeah, like he wanted to kill this bird that was like wounded.
Yeah.
That dude. And then he.
I was not there for that.
I had my PS4 in the living room, and he logged on and made an account.
Yeah, he did.
And was just playing Fortnite.
Yep.
And was like, dude, he asked if we could buy something. He was like, can we buy like, I don't know, Madden or something like that? And I was like, what is Wii? Like,
what is we?
Like, you want me to buy you Madden? And then I had to put like a passcode on my account because I had like my credit card on it.
Amazing.
And then one time, you guys remember when we bought like 2 ounces of weed for WrestleMania, but it was all shake?
Yeah.
And we smoked an ounce of it. And the other ounce I sold to him, like an eighth.
Dude, that shit was not good.
It was not good. Like we bought 2 ounces for like $80.
Yeah.
But like, it was just a roll backwards. Yeah. And I sold it to him, and he was like, the next weekend, he was like, dude, my friend straight told me that you sold me some Reggie. And I was like, yeah, it was. That's why I gave it to you for like $15 for an eighth.
Yeah.
Like
it was Reggie, dude.
I'm like, this is like, you got to put some good, like, this is just.
How did he not look at it and just be like, that's Reggie?
Yeah. Because he smoked actual Reggie, but it was so Reggie that even he knew it was Reggie.
That's wild.
Funny, dude.
Dude, I used to sell the statute of limitations. I used to sell so much weed to kids that would come to the house. And it would be people that knew no idea what they were doing. Yeah. So it would be like this girl that went to Towson, and she would be like, how much is an eighth? And I'd be like $60, and she'd be like, okay.
Jesus Christ.
That rocks. That's so sick.
Fuck yeah.
They thought they were getting like a copious amount of weed.
Oh my God. Dude.
Gave became a little stem weight too.
Oh my god.
If you know what that means, you're a true degenerate.
Yeah, no, for real. That's so fucked up, but hilarious.
I remember Liam would always buy weed from people, and he'd be like, "Dude, a lot of stem weight here," and then he would like weigh the stems and be like, "That's 0.4." Like,
dude, that's when you send a picture to your guy. And
we 100% did. And he'd be like, "All right, pull through. I got you on a half."
Yeah.
Half G.
It would be like 3 a.m. Half gram at like 3 a.m. Dude, the shit we used to do around the neighborhoods when you guys used to go on like blunt rides with me and stuff like that.
Dude, I miss me and Max
majestic blunt rides.
Had a straight up routine.
Yeah.
It was like I would work until 6. I wouldn't go to my house. I would just go to Max's house. I just kept my weed at Max's house.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah,
and
straight up.
I would pull up, and there would already be 2 blunts rolled, and then we would just be like, all right. And then we'd go on a, Mike's there a lot. Except Mike we freaked him out that one time, so he wanted to not do it anymore.
I hated blunt rides after that.
I'm sorry.
Me and Max would smoke 1 blunt, and then we would have, do you remember this, Max? We would look at each other and be like, are we going short or long?
Yeah.
Yeah, the short route or the long
short route. If we had another blunt, we'd go long. Dude, there's a couple times where me and Max had to pull over. If we had gotten really good, because this before med weed, we would just buy from, what's his name?
We used to go to Applebee's so much.
Dude, one time we went to Applebee's and we would sit in the car for 10 minutes because we were like freaking out.
Dude, I pulled that move one time. I was on a blunt ride with my friend Kelsey and we went super long.
Yeah.
We smoked like 4 blunts and I had to stop at a Rofo because like I'm too I have to go just sit in the bathroom for a while. So I just sat in the bathroom of a Rofo and was like, "You're good, man."
You're like manually breathing.
Yeah, it was so funny. I had to have like a reality check of like a bathroom of a Rofo. Like that, right. If reality has never hit you in the face, it's gonna hit you in the face in a bathroom in a Rofo. Yeah. You're gonna hear somebody yelling. Somebody's gonna knock on your stall when all the stalls are empty.
Wait, I have a perfect example of that.
Oh my god!
Remember when we wrote in Ocean City? And fucking the water didn't work, so we couldn't shit. So I just didn't shit for a whole weekend. And then on our way out,
football on the way out.
Yeah, I dropped a football on the Rofo, and I was like literally struggling. And this dude, it was a single bathroom. This dude was punching the door and screaming as I was trying to go to the bathroom.
He was in a similar situation.
It's so funny, dude. Oh my god, I love it.
I think about that. I miss the rides. I can't smoke weed at all anymore. It just makes me freak out. I tried to dip my toes back in recently.
Yeah. I need to hit your brother up about going on a blunt ride down the same old roads, just hitting an old...
I'll come, like, just
to hang out. Fuck yeah. Dude. But just listen to Oasis at, like, full volume.
Yeah. That shit rocked. And it was just Brian screaming the lyrics to Oasis the entire time.
Yeah. Dude, Brian was there for half of those.
Yeah. I like the period where Brian didn't smoke weed but rolled all of our blunts.
Yeah, that was a great period of time.
We would like go do something and you'd be like, hey, you'd call Brian, me and you, and you'd be like, I'm going to be home in 15 minutes. I need 3 blunts rolled. And you'd be like, okay.
Remember the honey blunt fiasco?
Dude, the honey blunt fiasco.
That was crazy.
Dude.
The worst was one day Max like convinced me to call out of work, and I called out of work but was already awake at like 10 a.m. So I went over there and him and Brian were already awake, and we found all Max's old PS2 games and we just started playing them, and we smoked a Keith blunt. A whole like 3 gram blunt of Keith basically.
Yeah.
And smoked it from about 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Remember when you guys were like, Mike, you gotta do this with us? And I was like, okay. So we sat in Max's basement in complete darkness, turned on Nat Geo, and just turned on Sun as loud as we possibly could, and just watched Nat Geo while Sun's playing in the background.
Yeah, that was some degenerate stoner shit.
That was fucking hilarious.
It was like shaking Max's basement.
I was just like, holy shit.
Because I had the surround sound system, so we cranked.
Your dad is probably upstairs watching Young Sheldon like vibrate.
Oh my god. It was just like a slow-mo thing of a flower like blooming, and it was just like the entire time.
Oh my god. The reason I did that is because some dude I went to go see like fucking what band was it? Napalm Death with this dude was like, dude, you should try that. And I was like, yeah, sure.
It was sick.
It was pretty sick. He wasn't wrong.
I'm trying to think of some other
There's so many, dude. We did so many fucking weird things in my basement.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, we did do mushrooms in my basement. My headphones fell off.
That was a good experience.
Can you hold this for a second? I'm fucking stupid.
Entering Max's house exclusively through his back door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that sounded kind of sus.
Yeah, that's cool.
I entered Max through his back door.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
You just come, dude. My favorite would just be
He's
in.
come? What?
My favorite would just be sitting in Max's basement. It'd be summer. The door would be open, but the screen door shut. Obi's trying to escape through it, and just random heads would walk up.
Yeah, man.
Remember when Obi?
We wouldn't invite anyone. Just like somebody would show up.
Remember when Obi would hang from the screen door?
Yeah.
You just sit on there and just chill.
Fucking weird ass cat, dude. He's still kicking. He's exactly the same. He's like 11 years old.
I miss that.
I love that cat.
Max's computer next to the TV that was hooked up to the TV.
Yeah.
We would just watch Viva La Band.
Yeah, we would just watch Viva La Band and get high as fuck.
Or Max made me watch The Love Guru, and then when it ended, he just looked at me and hit replay.
Yeah,
and we
dude.
watched it again.
Yeah, that was a lot of Brian influence stuff.
Yeah, that's some Brian influence.
Remember the one time Max was recording drums and we just turned on B movie?
Yeah.
And then as soon as it was over, I was just like,
Yeah.
play again. Just watch B movie for a second time.
Because I suck at recording drums and it took forever.
To be fair, drums are the hardest.
Drums are hard to record.
Yeah, it sucks ass.
I'm trying to think what else, if there's any other. I mean,
There's plenty of like beach stories. Like we used to when we like started smoking again, we all went to like a cute little date and all went and got pieces and we all were like smoking.
I remember we went to that one
pieces
place
down
and the lady
very
was
cute.
like, here's what you have to say.
Yeah, he's like, you
Yeah.
can't call it a bong. And I was like, so can I get that bong?
You're like, can I get that water pipe for tobacco use?
Yeah, what comes like, and years later, like you realize, like, no, those people are just like tight asses. Like nobody
Yeah.
really gives a fuck.
I'm like, yo, I know that you're working at like a glass shop on 134th Street next to Bad Monkey and the Sensations, but I think you're taking this a little too serious.
Yeah, we're calling you out, Deborah.
Imagine we just narked on them. Like we said bong, and they're like, oh, you want the bong? And I was just like, Agent Lawless.
Dude.
Agent Lawless.
That's a $10,000 fine.
Yeah.
That's
Agent Lawless. Wait, there's a deal to be made.
She's like, I will give you the Rick and Morty bong if you don't report us.
It's like, I'll give you the Rick and Morty.
I'll give you the bong shaped like a big dick. The ceramic dick bong. It's worth $500.
Yo, remember when everyone just bought thick ass glass bong?
Yeah.
Ass glass.
Dude, I want to go to Unimart and get the Rick and Morty bong.
Dude, we should.
Dude, I want to go to Unimart and get the fucking Sylvester bong.
Yeah, the Sylvester. I want to go to Unimart and get a milkshake and see how disgusting it is.
Dude, we should go to
Dude,
Unimart.
it's
after this. We've been
probably
talking about
fire.
this too much.
When I used
God,
to
I want
live,
Unimart so bad.
when I
Holy
lived
shit.
within walking
Yeah, bro.
distance of Unimart, that was the best. 2 blocks.
You live like 5 minutes away.
Not even now, but it's not walking distance.
Yeah, fair enough.
God, I
All
can
right,
go for
my
an egg
exact
sandwich.
We're
address
fat as
is-
shit. Like, I just smoked weed and I've been drinking beers and I'm just like, I want Unimart.
You guys, you know when I went downstairs
Get a falafel
to
sub.
grab candles, I actually ate half of a burger while I was down there.
That's so fucking sick.
So
You just like housed half a burger while you're down there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I ate Taco Bell yesterday and the day before, and I'm really thinking about getting it on the way home if we don't go to Unimart.
That's
Just put
facts.
that out
That's
there. I feel like we're making
Honestly?
dinner plans on a podcast.
on a Wednesday night at
On a
9:30.
Wednesday night.
I kind of feel like I'm
Is it
gonna
9:30? Damn.
piss and shit my pants.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Okay.
Mike, all right. And that'll make
That's not a bad thing. I mean,
okay.
we can roll.
He's excited.
Wait, do you actually have to?
I gotta pee, kinda.
All right. Well, we're winding down. We got like 10 more minutes.
Word.
Bug, can you hold your piss for like 10 minutes for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can do
That's
it.
fine. Good, we're good.
If you couldn't,
I think I
I'd be
got
all
it.
concerned.
If not, I can just pinch your tip.
Have you guys ever had to pee, or everyone's had this, I don't know why I'm about to ask, like when you have to pee so bad that like you're in pain and then when you do, it's
Yes.
like kind of euphoric.
Oh yeah, do you remember
Yeah.
when we were on tour in Kentucky and we were in that traffic jam, Max was driving, and I was straight up just like, I don't give a fuck, pull over.
Yeah, but we were in the left lane and we angled it so we're like where you had to like walk and pee.
Yeah.
And no one could see.
That's so fucking funny.
And there was like a truck. There was like an 18-wheeler with like race cars on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, driving through Kentucky was literally the worst tour moment of our lives. That tour, that portion of that tour was just heart wrenching. We just hit a bunch of traffic.
Yeah.
That one show we played was Bunko, and we were just like,
That was the South Carolina one. That one sucked.
Yeah.
You ever play a show where even the sound guy walks out?
yeah, that was rough.
We played 2 songs and I looked at Brandon and was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we played for a single bartender.
I was just like, what are we doing? Like,
Dude,
we should end this.
Honestly, the entire time we were playing, I was watching The Matrix, the third Matrix in the back while we were playing.
When we pulled up, I knew the vibes were off.
It was rough. That was the roughest show I think we've ever played.
I think we played with a band that covered like Drowning Pool.
Yeah, to be fair, the other 3 shows, the 2 of the other shows were okay.
Yeah.
And the one was really good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
one
the
out
North
of 4.
Carolina one was awesome.
Winston-Salem
North
was
Carolina,
cool.
yeah, that one was good. The Richmond one was cool.
Yeah.
The Kentucky one was all right. Actually, that had a lot of people, and I think we got paid a lot.
The Kentucky one was actually great. There was a lot of people there. It was
It's just
weird,
that
though.
one old guy that just kept trying to touch Brandon as
Yeah,
he
that was weird. And then,
That's weird, yeah.
and then like these people freaked out on me outside as well.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit that happened. That tour was the weirdest tour by far.
Because I put out a cigarette too close to somebody that in an ashtray.
Yeah.
And then this guy tried to roast us and was like, "Oh, you guys are a black metal band? You have a picture in the woods?" And I was like, "Nah, it's a brick wall in my apartment." And he was like, "Oh," and then he like came up to us after said, "Like, dude, you guys are really good." I should have told him to fuck off.
Dude, we were listening to Danny a lot during that tour too.
A lot of Danny. Yeah. Remember the Danny song where he like does he say like that word?
yeah.
That's not cool, Danny.
Danny.
You shouldn't have done that, Danny.
That's the wrong one, but that one works.
Wait, which one is this?
Bruh.
Oh, okay,
Okay, that one
yeah,
worked.
that actually worked.
Or the "It's my life."
I do what I want. It's my life.
I will say that after the South Carolina show, we were so mad that we left so quick.
Yeah.
We were also like, I want to say this real quick. Remember when we played that South Carolina show and there actually were a lot of people there?
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, 80% of these people are about to leave.
Yeah.
But if we set up fast enough,
Yeah.
we can try and retain them.
Yeah.
Dude, we were like a fucking NASCAR pit crew.
Yeah, it was fast.
We were like we just had it down to it, like a load in, load
We
out.
played so many shows at that point.
Yeah, and loading a trailer and stuff like that. But I felt like a NASCAR pit crew. It didn't work. They
No,
just
it
kept
didn't.
walking.
No,
out.
yeah, they would just
left.
walk out.
Do you remember how they like made us wait before we played? We did set up really quick, and we had to like go in this backstage. It was like at a huge venue, right?
Yeah.
And then we had like this backstage area, and we were gonna like walk up on stage. They told us to do this. Anyway. And it was also like dead summer, and I was
like
in this
110
era
degrees.
of like before we played shows of dumping an entire water bottle on my head.
Yes.
Yeah. I felt like a wrestler. I was just like
Going the Triple H
I was getting
route.
gimmicked up.
That's so funny.
But after that show, we rolled out. Remember when we walked out and we were like, "Oh, everyone's still here. They're just outside."
Yeah.
That made me feel so much worse. And the thing was, I felt bad for the bartender because he had to just stand there.
Yeah.
And like he was just trying to be nice. He was just like,
Dude, I can't. The sound guy walking out was the most demoralizing thing I've
He
ever
literally
done.
walked out to hit a box mod vape.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I watched in real time, like all the monitors were good, and that dude, as we hit our intro, just walk out.
That's so sick.
And everyone was outside, and they were like looking at us, and we were just loading out, and I was so mad. And I straight up remember saying to you guys, like, if somebody walks up to us,
I swear to God.
and it's like good set, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah. Well, the guy that set up that show,
Yeah, we did the same thing to him.
yeah, we
in
fucked
retaliation.
him up. Yeah, we. It was so mean, but yeah, we did.
He played Baltimore. We played the homies in Basilica played, who put us up with a good show the next day.
They did.
And as soon as both of us played, we rolled out. It's one of the few times we've ever left a show before the show's over because that dude fucked us over so hard. Because not only did no one watch us, we also were guaranteed money that we did not get.
Yeah. We didn't get paid.
We didn't have a place to stay that night, so we had to get a hotel. So we went to the Red for the night, which is never.
It sucked ass.
But the hotel was fun because It was the night that AEW had their first pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, we watched that and got drunk.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. We got fucked up. Cookout. I think we did do cookout.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of cookout and McDonald's.
Yeah, it was great.
Which is awesome.
Dude, that was the best moves. The South in terms of fast food.
But do you remember that the TV wouldn't work, so we had to watch it on an iPhone for 4 hours?
No, didn't we watch it on like a laptop?
Yeah, we watched it on a laptop.
Did we? I thought
Yeah.
it was an iPhone. Okay, that made it.
We watched part of it on an iPhone, and then we
did
figured
watch
it out on the laptop.
That's right. Oh, Mike didn't have his charger or something.
Yeah,
that's what. But then we had a different. Yeah.
It was really fucking stupid.
It was in the trailer, I think.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we spent a lot of times in hotel rooms just like watching wrestling, like just in our underwear, just like drunk or chasing each other.
Do you remember when we played that one festival? And I used that term.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we left before we even played.
Yeah.
Well, we played the first show.
Yeah, we did play the first show.
The first show
actually was good.
Annoying but good.
Yeah.
It was weird vibes. It was like
white dudes
crust surf.
Yeah.
And the dude told us that we were better than Korn, who we saw the night before.
Yeah, which is sick.
And the guy wanted to introduce us before we played, which was interesting.
Yeah, and he called us like dirty and
He
smelly.
was like all the way, because this was in Wilmington, North Carolina, I think. He was like all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. They're dirty. They're disgusting. And we were like, what the fuck? He also was wearing a gas mask while he did this.
Yeah.
We played that show. It was pretty good.
It felt like we were in a 90s movie about a band.
Yeah.
We were in Spinal Tap at that point.
It felt like a room that would have been in like the first Scooby-Doo live action movie, like at that place, like where you could like get drinks.
I think me and Max also got in a tiff before. Do you remember this?
I don't remember it.
We were setting up back behind. It was like you set up behind the stage.
I remember because I remember walking
and I'm setting up my pedal board, and I think we were both just like stressed at the show because we couldn't tell if it was gonna be good or not.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Why the fuck are we playing at a hookah bar?" Because that's what it was. And I just slammed my pedal down and was like, "I don't know. Why don't you fucking book the tour next time, and then you can pick where we play."
Sounds about right. I bitch about literally anything and everything.
No, I was stressed. But then when we got on stage, because we were like the headliner.
Did we play? We played Poison Seeds like first, just like
I think we did just get out of the way.
just to get out of the way. So that
We
kinda
just put
got
out that
all my
EP,
anger out.
like the Being the False Lights.
Yeah.
I think we played some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Something in the way, I think.
Yeah.
We had a long set because we were supposed to be
It
like,
was like 45 minutes.
yeah,
It was a long set.
35, 40, yeah. And then we got paid when we got a very weird hotel for the weekend because we also wanted to like go to the beach.
Yeah.
It was pretty cheap. And then the next night we had a show. We went to the beach during the day, had a show the next night, and then originally it was like a 2-stage thing. It was like this warehouse thing, right?
It was like a restaurant warehouse thing.
Yeah.
It was weird.
And it was lit. There was a lot of people there.
a ton of people.
And it was like, hey, y'all are going to play at 9, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to give the touring bands, because it was like us and maybe 2 other bands.
Yeah.
With the Primo. There was like a stage and then a floor. And I think we were going to play on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
And then we were like, okay. And they're like, just wait to load in your gear. We got there at like 6:37.
Dude, it was so bad.
And then 8 rolls around and the guy comes up to me and goes, hey, so how do you guys feel about playing at 9:45? And we're like,
Sure.
His show's running a little bit behind. And we're like, okay. Then 9:15 rolls around. He's like, how do you guys feel about playing at 10:30?
And then we got to
And
a
then we
point
were like,
where
sure.
it was like,
And
how do
then,
you guys
yeah.
feel about playing at 12:30?
Yeah, they're like, how do you guys, definitely at midnight, you guys are going to be the last band. And there's still a lot of people, but you can definitely tell it's starting to thin out.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And me and Mike were sitting there. You and Brendan were so mad that you went to the truck.
Yeah.
And Brendan was laying in the middle of the road.
He was, yeah.
And I was sitting there, and me and Mike were just trying to figure out what to do. And I just stood up and was like, all right, executive decision, walk with me to the truck.
Yeah, that's good.
I told you guys what was going on, and I was like, all right, we're leaving.
Yeah.
We're not playing. And I didn't tell the guy.
No.
And then blocked him.
Blocked him on Facebook. We got cookout at a college town. These bros came up to us like, dude, are you guys in a band? And we were like, yeah. We just left the show we were supposed to play.
That was sick.
And we got cookout, drank cough syrup.
We did. We got really fucked up and just like,
and
hung out.
Smoked some blunts.
Yeah.
And actually we did dabs in the bathroom.
Yeah, Jimmy was there, I think. Jimmy.
No, it's just us four.
It was just us 4?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
amazing.
think you had a dab rig.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe Mike.
I did
can't
have a dab
remember.
rig? God, why do I always think Jimmy was with us on every time?
He would, come on us with other tours. Like when we played Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that was that
Nashville,
one. Yeah, I always get them all mixed up.
Winston-Salem.
We went on like a weird amount of tours.
Dude, I have to pee so bad.
All right.
Bro, baby bladder over here. Just fucking, I can feel him moving. I can feel the sloshing in his bladder.
We can wrap it up.
I'm gonna here. This is when I grab his tip.
No,
I'm just like, grab the tip. Grab the tip.
It's gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
Okay.
Wait, what was the one Mike did last time? Wait, it was like. Yeah, that one was good. All right. I didn't play again. What the fuck? All right. Yeah, good app. I think the next. Okay, so this, I think, a little inside baseball for everybody. I know everyone's waiting with bated breath. I think this will be episode 4. And then the next one we have, episode 5, will be a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Got something fun planned for that.
I got a big one.
And then episode 6 is probably going to be like the first one of 2023. Yeah, like that Monday. I think it's like the 2nd of January. It's going to be a year-end award show that we're working on. A lot of categories, some porn categories, some music, some video games, some food. We're going to give out some awards for that.
We're going to measure our dicks.
We're going to measure our dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In the metric system.
In the metric system.
Yeah.
I'm going to have an 8-meter dick. I don't know what that means.
I'm like, grab a couple yardsticks real quick. I got to roll it up.
Got to roll it out.
We did make an Instagram.
Yeah, follow the Instagram.
You can follow it at whatever Nevermind podcast.
I'm going to be posting all my nudes on that Instagram.
Yep, Max's Patreon OnlyFans link will be on there. Follow at 100 Miles Media for everything, all of our socials, yada yada.
Follow Lisa Ann on
Follow
Twitter.
Lisa Ann.
By the time this comes out, the Erode EP will be out. Listen to that. Spotify, all that shit. Yeah.
Oh wait, I actually meant.
Yo, come on.
Just kidding. Oh wait, you mean?
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming out Friday.
Yeah.
At the time of recording this.
Yeah.
The only thing that's coming out.
Or hopefully Friday. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, that's in 2 days. You haven't made that decision.
No, it's whether DistroKid will let us. Or we'll put it up by then.
Do it like.
We
right
did it.
now.
No, we did it like a couple days ago.
That happened to us, remember?
Fucking.
DistroKid, you're like, actually, give me 72 hours.
Yeah,
Hey,
actually.
Last thing, all of our music is still on Spotify, and I haven't paid the DistroKid bill in like 3 years. So
That's wild.
Hell
I
yeah.
guess they just don't care.
I don't think they care.
No.
They also probably make so much money off the plays that
That doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Best
probably got
band
like
on the planet.
1,500,000. I think if you went to the monthly listeners, it's 10.
That's weird.
100,000, which isn't a number.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else before we wrap
That's
up?
it.
Not at all.
All right.
I
Well.
actually have to pee too, so we're gonna cross swords on this one.
Okay. Actually, I think I got a little in me.
Oh my God. We're
Well,
going to triple piss.
you two with your turtlenecks. Come on.
Oh my God. I laughed and a little bit came out. Holy shit.
That's it. We're out. We're out.
All right.
Peace, y'all.
All right. Bye.